love the feeling of being renewed. To protect the things most precious to you. To stay beautiful every single day. To breathe just like we do, because you are truly delicate. Protecting the ones who've been with us through the years. With Sayalac Care, the only wood coating that truly protects you. Sayalac Wood Coatings from JAT.
Welcome to Lmd Newsweek. I'm Ashwini Vethakan and we begin with a roundup of local news. As of Friday, the number of COVID-19 infected patients in Sri Lanka stood at 543,385, with the number of recoveries reaching 514,234. The number of deaths have now exceeded 13,806. The price controls imposed on sugar were lifted, the Cooperative Services, Marketing Development and Consumer Protection State Minister said. He said the government took the decision as a shortage of sugar was reported in the local market. The decision was following a discussion between the Finance Minister and sugar importers. The State Minister told the media that the sugar importers agreed to sell 1 kilo of sugar at 150 rupees and to reduce prices when global market prices drop. The government imposed maximum retail prices ranging between 122 rupees and 128 rupees for white and brown sugar on the 2nd of September. Medical specialists on Wednesday warned of a spike in COVID-19 cases following the lifting of travel restrictions. The Health Services Deputy Director General yesterday said that the country has again witnessed a slight spike in COVID-19 cases and pointed out that this situation could be due to slip-ups when using public transport modes. He urged the public to take all health precautions when using buses and trains. He also stated that the Ministry of Health has decided to increase random tests around the country. Following the Ceylon Electricity Board's threats to end the island's electricity supply, the Power Minister stated that the Yugadanavi LNG power plant in Kerawalapitiya is used by a political party as a tool, and in reality there is no threat from handing over shares to the American company. He added that despite the union's attempts to strike claiming a power cut for 72 hours, the working class has intelligently addressed the issue and the CEB employees are continuously supplying electricity as usual. Moving on to business news, in an exclusive interview which is featured as the cover story in the November edition of LMD, the chairman of Lmd Holdings, Osam Kasim, discusses the logistics sector's performance amid the pandemic and its growth potential while outlining areas for improvement to leapfrog Sri Lanka into the future. When asked how he views the logistics sector's performance given the present economic climate in Sri Lanka and recent policy decisions, Kasim responded by saying, "For any nation to operate smoothly, the sector needs to operate efficiently." Even during the most challenging times last year, when the country went through an extended lockdown, the logistics sector continued its operations unabated. He went on to add that the sector was and still is one of the best performing in the country, which helps sustain the export economy in particular by facilitating logistics services in an efficient and timely manner, while operating in an environment that was severely disrupted with airports being closed and travel restrictions in place globally. Sri Lanka welcomed 13,547 international tourists in the month of September following the 540 inflow in August. That's a considerable increase since the sharp decline witnessed after April when the third wave of the virus took root. During the first 9 months of the year, a total of 37,924 tourists have visited the country, marking a decline of 92% compared to the previous year when 507,311 arrivals were registered between January and 18th of March, that is before travel was restricted in response to the pandemic. The leading source of tourist traffic in September was India, followed by Pakistan, Germany, the UK and Russia. Sri Lanka's condominium market witnessed a substantial increase in transactions in the second quarter of this year compared to the corresponding year of 2020. According to the quarterly condominium property volume index compiled by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, however, The volume of sales during this time fell to below 150 points compared to the first quarter of the year, when the index recorded a value above 250 points. The parity between the US dollar and the Sri Lankan rupee was down to 202 rupees and 62 cents. According to the Colombo Stock Exchange, the All Share Price Index, or ASPI, as of Friday stood at 10,632.21. And we'll be back with the latest in global news after a short break.
Thank you so much for all the support you gave me, guys.
Okay.
Today, I got promoted.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Welcome back, and here's the latest in global news. As of this week, the total number of global COVID-19 infected patients stands at 249.5 million, with the number of recoveries reaching 225.9 million, and the number of deaths have now exceeded 5 million. The price of Brent crude oil on Friday hovered between $80.66 and $81.73. Taking a look at the global calendar, the special events for the upcoming week are the 2020 Virtual IEEE Ocean Engineering Technology and Innovation Conference, which is held on the 8th and 9th of November, the Virtual Gartner IT Symposium, and the Virtual Law, Justice and Development Week, held from the 8th to the 11th, and the Virtual Digital Twin World, which takes place on the 9th of November. And finally, with coal being the single largest contributor to climate change, major coal users including Poland, Vietnam and Chile are committing to shift away from the fossil fuel in pledges made at the COP26 Climate Summit. According to the UK, 190 nations and organizations had vowed to quit coal. But some of the world's biggest coal-dependent countries, including Australia, India, China and the US, did not sign up to the pledge. Signatories to the agreement have committed to ending all investment in new coal power generation domestically and internationally. They have also agreed to phase out coal power in the 2030s for major economies and the 2040s for poorer nations. And that's all the news we have for you this week. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you for watching and stay safe.